Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here are 3 things you need to know in order to make today, Monday, April 8th, 2019, a success. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is going to be right here where the moon is in Taurus. When the moon's in Taurus, it brings our attention to finding more stability in our life, grounding ourselves, finding more confidence, and cultivating more of our gifts, skills, and talents. Now what we've got going on very, very early this morning, perhaps while many of us are sleeping, is this moon in Taurus, making a sextile over here to the North Node in Cancer. And this isn't very positive. This, I think, is giving us an opportunity now that we're trying to be more confident, grounding ourselves, committing to a plan of action. It's helping us to feel way more comfortable with ourselves, with who we are, to find more meaning in our life, to get in touch with our soul. Maybe even to work better with home and family, with the North Node here being in Cancer. And I see there being a lot of good things going on. Right, a few hours after that happens, still maybe as we're sleeping, right when we're waking up, this moon in Taurus is then going to make a trine over here to Pluto in Capricorn. So I think the more that we're trying to be confident in our path, to listen to our spirit and soul, and to move towards the desires of our spirit and soul in a more consistent way, it's then going to help us finally feel like our life is transforming, our life is changing, like we're no longer trying too hard to make things happen and not seeing results, but that more and more of the results are here, and that we're finally putting our feet more and more and more on new ground, standing in new foundations and new places and going there. All right, so I really do like what's happening here, and that's going to last us for most of the day. The next alignment's not going to occur until dinner time. Around dinner time, this moon in Taurus is then going to enter Gemini. When the moon enters Gemini, it definitely brings a little bit of a different vibe to the day. Moon in Gemini is more chatty, more communicative, a little bit more lighthearted and playful. That could start to come into focus as we move towards dinner time. Once that moon moves into Gemini, it's then going to make a sextile over to Chiron in Aries. To me, I also like this alignment really helping us as we're starting to communicate more, think more, lighten up a little bit. It's going to help us to start to finally feel better about ourselves, who we are, and how we're doing things. So I love it. I love what's going on today. To me, this is a really, really good day. Yesterday was pretty good too. I think there's a chance here where we're finally starting to see the fruits of all our labors and all our frustrations of the past few days and months and even longer. And we're finally starting to feel like our life is changing in a big way to be more of what our heart and soul desires. Like we're making moves towards that, and like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're starting to see who it is that we need to be and who it is that we're about to become. And I think needing to be confident today and to trust in yourself as you move forward. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, maybe I'll go back here to the sun. The sun is coming into, a square with not only Saturn, but also the South Node and Pluto. And this, to me, I think is really, especially once the sun finishes with this spot about 4 or 5 days from now, I think really is going to bring a huge transformation in our identities that I think really today is going to start to hit home, and is going to start to hit home in a more positive way. Maybe even yesterday, I think is starting to really come to us. And I think really needing to let your identity change, to let yourself transform, to let the where you thought your life was going become something totally different, to not be afraid to do it. It may feel scary. It may take some work still with the sun in a square with Saturn, but I think it's exactly what it is that you need at this time. And letting yourself change is going to open up so many doors for you to see things differently and in much better ways, and to feel much more lighthearted about it all. Now, the third and the last thing I want to talk about, maybe I'll go here. Mercury is coming back into a square here with Jupiter and Sagittarius. I think this can help to give you a much more positive outlook on life, on what's going on with life, to get excited about new things, you becoming a new person, doing new things, doing things differently, overcoming the past. I think I think excitement is starting to come back about your life and what you need, and I think there could be some good insights here. So I do like this alignment. The only challenging thing about Mercury here being in a square with Jupiter is that sometimes there could be too much excitement or too much going on in the mind that it then gets hard to focus on, prioritize, and organize. So I think that's the only thing that I could suggest, is that today looks really good. It looks like we're finally starting to step into new territories, to change our identity, or to realize that our identity is going to change and that we're not going to be the same, feel the same at the end of this week, this next week, as we did last week here. And I think there's part of us that could be getting really, really excited. And I want to encourage you to get excited with this moon square Jupiter aspect, but don't get overly excited and then miss all the bits and pieces that you need to put into place in order to get to where it is that you want to go. So Mercury square with Jupiter is very passionate alignment, but don't let that passion get the best of you and have you miss important steps in the process. We're in a major portal. I would say this is a big portal, with the sun about to come into a square with the nodes and with Pluto, to upgrade our life, to make it very, very different. Get excited, but keep your head in the game, and let it all slowly sink in that this is your new life, your new identity, and to enjoy it. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.